Good morning and welcome back to another video. My name is Erin. Thank you so much for being here. I was thinking this morning how I want to be one of those vloggers. My aspiration is to be one of those vloggers who can pick up the camera and the second they post a new video, you know exactly the kind of feeling you're gonna get. Like, you know that person so well, and just like their quirks and the way that they do things and the kind of jokes that they make, that you just instantly get this feeling of comfort. And it's almost like if you're with a really good friend or loved one. I guess that's sort of how good parasocial relationships work. But I want to be that kind of person for somebody else, where there's a couple people, especially like Coffee Break with Danny is one of them. Alexis Eldridge is another. Chelsea Callahan is another. Where like they post a video, I click on it and I instantly know sort of what I'm in for. And not in a way where it's not anticipatory or I'm bored, but in a way where I'm excited and I feel like, you know, I know what's coming for the next like 20 minutes or however long in a really good way. My husband is working in the office today and I thought I would just pick up the camera just because I was kind of in the mood too. So I just sort of like got dressed. I'll probably wear more of a real outfit and also like a warmer outfit at some point today. I'm a big like outfit changer. If you know me, I change my outfit sometimes like 2 or 3 times a day just for fun. And yeah, so let me do a quick outfit of the day part 1. So looking very glamorous this morning. Just wearing my cozy slippers, some Lululemon navy blue leggings. I really love this Yale Blue Dogs t-shirt. My husband's very against wearing a shirt from a college you're not from, because we're in Connecticut, neither of us is from Connecticut. I liked it, and it was the kind of thing where it was like $8 at TJ Maxx and I wanted it and it's cute, so I got it. And then this little bow from Vineyard Vines I'm absolutely obsessed with. I got it on deep discount for Black Friday and I love it. So that's what we've got going on right now for an outfit. And I might put like a little mousse on. There's Ruth sleeping away. Yes, Rudy? Are you sitting in front of the heater? She's been very playful this morning. By the way, I have been obsessed lately with getting black seed bagels at Whole Foods. They now sell them in the freezer section, and they're like my favorite bagel from New York. And now I can get them at Whole Foods, and I don't have to have my husband like coming home with bags of bagels when he goes to the city. The only sad part is this week they were out of everything except plain bagels, which gotta do what you gotta do, you know. Still was gonna get them obviously, but yeah, so I'm gonna do a little egg and cheese on a bagel, watch my show, and just vibe. Okay, so, all right, so it's about 11 a.m. right now. I'm going to watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, my favorite Real Housewives. Very excited, very invested. So I'm gonna watch that. I think I'm gonna sit here actually at the island. That's the nice thing about having these chairs, is it's actually very comfortable to sit here. I'm gonna have like some breakfast and some more coffee and sit here and watch. And then we'll see like what else we get into. I've also been doing a yarn advent calendar, actually 2 of them. They're both from Temu. So this is the first one. So I have to find day 4, because it's December 4th, which is this little guy right here, the little bird. How cute. And you just kind of press it, and out comes your yarn. So today I got this green yarn, and then from this one, also from Temu, this one comes wrapped in little packages like this. So it's kind of fun too because they are packaged differently. So this one, oh, it's like a pink skein. So I'll show you. I'm making like one kind of giant creation with all of the yarn from these calendars for all 24 days. So I'll get that and show you in a minute. So this is the giant crochet flower. I do a lot of flowers, if you know me. And yeah, so here it is so far. This is 4 days worth of yarn. They also had 4 bonus mini skeins in the second advent calendar I showed you. So I started with that, which was like the black, the white. Hi, Rudy. Wow, thank you. She's been obsessed with this. I got this actually for free when I ordered my Uggs from the distributor. It's like an alpaca mouse pad. Isn't that so cool? It's like actual animal skin and fur. And the cat loves it because we didn't really need a mouse pad. And so she's been obsessed with it and definitely thinks it's actual prey. Rudy, go get it. So anyway, I'm going to work on this while I watch Housewives, eat my breakfast. My egg is probably just about done, looking so gorgeous. And we'll check in soon. All right, so it is about 12:30, and I noticed this pumpkin that we have is moldy, and I guess pumpkin season is officially over. So I have been getting into candle making. I made 2 batches the week before Thanksgiving, and I really enjoyed the process. It was a lot easier than I thought, too. So I got a new candle making kit, and I thought today would be a good day to do it. Oh, it's kind of backwards. One I got on Temu and one I got on Amazon just because I wanted some specific scents that I wasn't seeing on Temu. So basically, you take your wick and you place it into a container. I actually saved these jars. There was this really good key lime pie in a jar in here, and I saved the jars actually to make candles with because I thought these would be like the perfect size and shape, and they come with little lids. So that's what we're gonna use these for. And basically, you just stick your wick into the bottom of your container with a little double-sided sticker. And then you heat your wax and like on the stove, sort of in like a double boiler. And then you can mix in some dye to the wax to like color it or dye it. And then you put in your essential oils and you use like this little guy to kind of keep your wick stable in the jar while it dries, and then you're done. And I made some really cute labels on the computer and printed them, and so I think I'm going to make some more. I have a whole nother bag of wicks too, which is really nice. And this bag of wax I actually had left over from this previous kit, so I figured I would use that up before I open a new one. And I'll just kind of get the jars. Ooh, these jars, part of the reason why I wanted this set is because the tins are really, really pretty. You can see they're sort of like this marbled print, and there's different colors. There's also like a blue one and like another kind of blue and coppery one. I thought those were really nice. Yeah, so I think it comes with, the important part are the essential oils because that's what gives the candles their scent. So this one has lavender, orange, mint, eucalyptus, which is one of my favorite scents, just in general, tea tree, which I also love, and lemongrass. So basically, you just, like I said, heat up the wax, and then you pour it into the container, you mix in your essential oil, and you just let it dry. So I might actually have 2 going at once now that I have 2 of these, because I could do one that's dyed one color and one wax that's dyed another color, versus having to like separate it out. So I think I really want to try this sapphire one. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, I think it's the same actually as this one, or maybe, oh no, it looks like it's a little lighter. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do one as sapphire and one as purple, I think, is what we're gonna do first. And then maybe like I'll switch or add another one in, or do like the next batch and just do another. I don't know if that was a coherent thought, but here's the purple one. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into this, and I'll show you once we're moving along. But let me show you first how to actually put the wick into the container. So it seems like it's 7. And then I also have these little jars. And let's see what else is in here. I think this is, oh yeah. So here's another mixing cup. This one actually is a little nicer than this one, because if you can see, this has the actual measurements printed on the side. And these actually are also little stabilizers for your wick that you just can put on there when you pour the wax in, so that the wick doesn't like go all over the place. And like a little mixing spoon. So, okay, and then, oh, these are dyes. Yeah, this next kit I got is definitely an upgrade from the first one. So we have like a red, let's see, a yellow, purple, and sapphire. Ooh. And then I also have these left from my last kit. There's a yellow and a blue one. What I'm gonna do is, in my glass jar, I'm gonna take the little paper off of this sticky dot, and then I'm just gonna stick it right in the middle where I want the wick to go, like that. And then all we do is take the bottom of the wick and we just stick it right on the dot, and there we go. And then see how the wick kind of falls to the side? That's where these things come in, because you can just stick your wick through the hole, and there's 3 different holes depending on the size of your candle or container, and then it stays flush in the middle, and then you just pour the wax around it on either side. So let's get into it. So we're making some progress. This guy fell over a little bit when I poured the wax in, but these purple ones are so beautiful. This one is like a deep blue, hence the name Sapphire, or color name Sapphire. And then I didn't end up having as much wax as I thought once it melted down. So this one I'm gonna try to do like a layered look, and we'll see how that goes. But I have these 2 still, and then this one, and then the layers. And now I'm gonna put in the scents. So for this green one, I'm gonna do a eucalyptus and mint. And this one, I'm gonna do like a vanilla orange. And I think also a little bit of mint to kind of balance it a little bit. I like my candles a little stronger. You should probably only do like a couple of drops of each, but that's just me. And then for this guy, I want to do like a tea tree lavender lemongrass. Wow, that smells so good already. And then for this one, I think on that layer, I'm gonna do lavender because it's purple. And then I'll do different colors and different layers. Okay, so this candle is turning out really cool. The glass is also great for the pouring stage because you can really tell when it's hardening and therefore when it's ready to put another layer on or when it's done drying. And so this layer is lavender, this one is eucalyptus and tea tree, and it's like purple and red, and I'm gonna do one more layer on the top, and I'm just so enthused by how it looks. And these ones are definitely taking longer to dry. You can kind of see the surface is starting to harden on that one and this one. Not so much on this one. So yeah. All right, shout out to Latasha James, who I'm listening to while I do this. So these turned out pretty good. This one looks a little brown because I realized I mistimed the second pour. The timing is really crucial because you kind of have to wait for the first layer to harden before you do the second layer. And it wasn't totally hardened when the wax was ready with the second color, which was purple in this one. It was yellow and purple, but the wax would have hardened in the metal cup if I didn't pour it. So we just kind of get this cool effect. It's a little hardened. You can see the yellow on the bottom, but it's just not exactly as perfect as this one. And then these I did sort of as like a holiday theme because they're green containers with the red wax. And then here we have the purple ones and the blue one. And so all I'll have to do is once they're completely dried, which these are close, I might even actually be able to, yeah. I think I can actually do one of these just to show you how to do it. Basically, I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. You just cut the wick to the appropriate height. So I'm gonna just angle my scissors and boom, there we go. And this candle, it's done. You could add like a label or something to it if you want. But otherwise it's really good. I love these little canisters. They're so pretty. And I think these turned out really good too. So I'm probably going to open an Etsy store. I've been kind of working on it behind the scenes for the last couple weeks. It takes a lot of time to set up. I've learned, which I actually knew that before I even started, but it takes a long time to set up. So it might not be ready for a while, but I think I'm going to list some of these candles on there because they're just so good. And I really had fun doing that. And I still have like half a bag of wax left. And you can really easily just order more supplies like once you're going, because I have a bunch of wicks already. So really I would just need to order some more wax. I also have a bunch of essential oils. To really like more wax and more containers, and I could do, you know, easily an abundance of more candles. So very fun. Okay, so here is the finished product on the candles. I think this one turned out the best, and I'm realizing I probably should have labeled their scents because I don't know if I'm going to remember all of them, but that's okay. This one's a little muddy, but it's still kind of, it's like an ombre candle. Also, the wick isn't perfectly centered, and it did dry a little, like, bubbly. But just like that, dried with, like, a big piece of wax in there. But it's not about being perfect, you know. Oh, and this one, I love how I opened this clip by saying they turned out so wonderfully, and then I'm showing all of the flaws in them. But this one, that little wick holder actually dried. I filled this essentially with too much wax because it sort of dried in there, and when I lifted it up, that was the result. But it smells amazing. This is like tea tree and eucalyptus. It smells so good. I'm probably gonna burn that today. And I think the purple ones turned out the prettiest. Now I'm gonna actually try to redo my nails because they're an absolute disaster. All right. Hi, Ruth. There's Maggie next to her. They've started to really like the yoga mat. Ruth is very talkative and very playful today, like extra. So right now, I am going to do a little yoga and meditation. I try to do some form of this every day, or like as close to every day as possible. It's not necessarily literally every single day, but I would say, especially during the weekdays, I'm pretty consistent with getting it in 5 days a week. So I'm gonna do a 20-minute yoga class from Just Yoga on YouTube. It's just kind of like a basic flow. And then I'm gonna do a 10-minute sound meditation on an app I use called Non that offers sound meditation that's incredible. I pay like $3 a month for a subscription, and it's the best app I've ever used. Let's do some yoga, shall we? Too. I have not done pottery in ages, but I kind of want to get back into it. I got this little kit actually from Barnes and Noble of all places over Thanksgiving, and it was on sale. Not even as probably part of Black Friday, but you know how they just have like a clearance section. And they had a bunch of like kits and different art kits on sale, including this one. And I thought I would take this as an opportunity to get back into pottery. So here we are. I thought I would just chat with you a little bit while I do this about yoga and meditation, specifically meditation, because one of the interesting things about having a meditation practice that's consistent is that you really get to know yourself more, and you get to like see and understand your tendencies, your moods, your emotions, your feelings, even just your energy level, all kinds of stuff. And I think it's really great how I've gotten to really like observe, like some days, especially when you do like the same thing over and over. Like I tend to do a 10-minute, sometimes it's a little longer. Rarely is it shorter, but sometimes it's a little longer of a sound meditation, every 10 minutes a day, every single day. And I have no idea how we're going to, this is literally like a marble rolling pin, and I don't even know if we have another one, and I may have just ruined it. So hopefully we didn't. It's so fascinating how some days I like just feel so connected to myself or to the world after meditating, or I want more than 10 minutes. Sometimes like I'll do 10 minutes and then I'm like, that wasn't enough. I'm going to do another 10 minutes. And days like today where I was really restless, I was feeling just like I have a lot of creative energy today, and I was so restless like throughout the meditation, to where like the last minute of it, I actually like literally stood up and was like cleaning up my candle making stuff and getting out this stuff, which is kind of cheating. I'm not denying that, but like it was so hard to stay focused, and my headphones died, and not because I was like, sometimes actually I learned that like a lack of focus or being able to sustain focus can be a symptom of depression, but it wasn't like that. It was like, I just really was excited to get into this pottery, and I was just, yeah, I just wanted to really like get up and like get going. And that's what happened. And it was just like really interesting though to see, like, today is a day where I have a lot more like creative energy, and I'm just like really excited to make stuff and create stuff. And I don't know, I just thought that was like an interesting observation to just see the differences, and like it's something that I've really benefited from. So yeah, we're gonna do this pottery. I'll check in with you all in a little bit, and I'm gonna show you my finished candles. They're just like in the final stages of drying right now. I cut all the wicks, and they look really, really good. I'm very pleased, so yay. All right, so I used all the clay. It was really fun. They have more of a rustic feel, but I love that actually. I could probably be a perfectionist and keep trying to like smooth the edges all day, but I don't want to. So we have this little plate that has an S imprint for our last name, Sugarman. And I made a little mug, and this is like a little vase. And then this is like a little jewelry dish. So very successful. And once it's dry, we can paint it. And we have like a few cool updates that I wanted to give you. First of all, my birthday is this weekend. It's on Sunday, and I'm turning 30. It's honestly weird to even say it, let alone write it down or actually process it. So I feel like I've been kind of avoiding it a little bit, but in a way, I almost don't feel like it is that big of a deal. And when I say that, I mean that, like, I don't know, I guess maybe this is getting older, where I just see my birthday and I realize, like, you know, everyone has a birthday, and it's not like a holiday, even though it is. But even like holidays aren't that big of a deal in a way. I don't know. This is sounding like really morbid, but we have a lot of plans though, despite my little speech on that. And ignore my like great camera angles. I'm trying to like get a bunch of things off of the heater. Okay, great. Okay, so as I was saying, it is my birthday this weekend, and I have a bunch of cute outfits picked out that I want to show you later, and hopefully I'll film myself actually in the outfits, because we're going to Dirt Candy in New York City, which is a really popular Michelin star winning vegetarian restaurant, but it's not healthy vegetarian, and that's why the name is Dirt Candy. It's more of a creative, fun play on vegetables meant to make them taste as good as possible. So it's a rotating menu, so you have no idea. And that's all they offer is a tasting menu. So it's like 5 courses. We have no idea what we're going to actually be eating, which I think adds to the fun. I really like something like that, especially for like a special occasion. I just think it's a lot more fun, and it adds an element of surprise and gets your adrenaline going. And then, you know, that leads to like a bunch of dopamine, and it's just like a great hack for, you know, some dopamine reuptake, but the wine pairing with it. So I'm very excited, but I have a dentist appointment that morning, and it's also in Westport, which is like maybe 45 minutes from where we live. And so we have to go there, and then we're going to do some shopping, because there's some really, really good shopping in that area afterwards, and go to Bar Taco, one of my favorite restaurants. I just posted a little reel on my side Instagram page, which is called Bagels, Books, and Brews. I'll link it down below for you. Good Mexican food can be difficult to find in Connecticut, to say the least. But Bar Taco has both great tacos and great drinks at great prices. If you're interested in like food reviews and beer and coffee reviews and books and things like that, hence the name. I'm going to show you our new kitchen. They're not really bar stools, but I guess they are. They're like chairs, though, as you can kind of see. My mom was nice enough to give them to us as an early Christmas present. I had kind of mentioned at some point that I wanted to get some new ones because we had these like leather chairs. Like they were perfectly nice, but they just weren't super comfortable, you know, and especially because we decided against getting another kitchen table because of how massive our island is and how like there's not really a good place for it in our living room. So we decided against it and we just used the island to eat, which has worked out perfectly fine. But the bar stools are just, they weren't like that comfortable for sitting for long periods of time. And so I wanted to like upgrade to something a little bit more comfortable. And I had like mentioned that at some point to my mom, and I like showed her some of the ones I had been looking at. And she actually surprised us with them for an early Christmas gift, which while we were in town actually seeing her, which was so nice. And they were really easy to put together. They're from Target.com. I believe they were on sale when she bought them. I think they were like 40% off or something like that. And they were a lot cheaper. The other ones I was seeing out there were like $200 plus, and these were a lot, not that much less than that, but they were less than that. And they came in just like two pieces. So you just had to kind of put the chair part onto the stool part. So you didn't have to like fully screw in every screw like you do with a lot of furniture that you order from online. And they're really, really great so far. So I'm going to show them to you. Okay, so here's what they look like. I feel like they go with our color scheme really nicely. Maybe I'll turn the light on so you can actually like see a little bit better. They kind of pick up the gray tones that are in the island, and I think the wood really complements this wood nicely because they're kind of within the same tone. This wood looks a lot more yellow on camera. Yeah, that's like, now that's like the color of it. So you can kind of see how they match. And they're like the perfect height for our counter. And you can see the coolest part, I think, is that they swivel. So if you want to like talk to somebody in the living room, you can just kind of swivel and chat, which is really nice. And as you can see, they're super, super comfortable. So they have like a full cushion, a full back, and also these little arm divots. So they're really nice. I've really liked them a lot so far. And yeah, I just think they really elevate also just like the look here. I think it just really adds something. So yeah.